when I look at Newcastle, when I look at Villa, if they can do it, there's no reason we can't do it. Like, our ceiling shouldn't be Europa League. Like, I'm not saying we're entitled to Champions League, but we should at least have a season where we get there. I would rather win trophies than play in the Champions League all day long. You don't get a parade for being in the Champions League.
So you just want to keep winning 10. So you would prefer to win 10 Carabao Cups from now for the next 10 years. You prefer that than tasting the Champions League?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because look, okay, Newcastle, yeah. Pete had some good away days, but what happened? They crashed out in the group stage, yeah. Same thing Villa will do if they get there. They'll crash, have some good away days, crash out in the group stage. For what? Give me 10 trophies, bro. Give me 10 trophies.
Yeah, I'm with Lawless, man. I'm taking 10 trophies over.
No, I just want to ask you. So let's say this: West Ham wants to win 10. I'm going to ask this to Dan. Do you show West Ham more respect because they've gone on to win 5 to 10 Carabao Cups, not FA's, Carabao, or would you have more respect for them if they got to the Champions League and maybe even got out of the group stage? Which one would command more respect?
What's the aim of the game, Deji? Is it to compete or is it to win?
It's to play at the highest level.
Right.
Premier League is not the highest.
I don't think that is the aim of the game.
Is the Carabao Cup the highest level?
Nope.
What do you mean?
But that's not the question. The question is
so
the game
about win the lowest of the lows?
But wait a minute, what makes the level of the Carabao Cup any different to the FA Cup? If we're talking about level, playing at a level, it's the same. It's the same competition. It's the same thing.
If I'm West Ham, and you said to me, right, you can give me playing football in the Champions League for 10 years, never going to win it, but you're competing in it, and you're playing Maccabi Haifa in the group stage, or I can give you 10 years of trophies. You're going to go trophies, Deji.
Let me change the question then. Which one is likely to attract more players and expand West Ham's global
Champions League football will always attract more players, 100%.
Yes, but what are we attracting players for? To win trophies. So if we can win trophies without attracting these Champions League players, I would rather do that because
can I just give you rankings? Because I feel like I look at the trophies a little bit like FIFA rankings. There's a weight coefficient that goes with the trophies, yeah? So in my opinion, and I like to see what people say in the chat, in my opinion, I can't separate the Champions League and the Prem. I think they're as good as each other. So if Arsenal don't win the Premier League, but they win the Champs, which is possible, that's a fantastic season in my opinion. I think they're equal. Then below those two trophies,
wait, Deji, 1 sec. So if they're equal, we're already playing at the highest level because we're playing in the Premier League.
Just hold on. Next level down is the Europa League. The level below that is the FA Cup, the Europa Conference League, and then the Carabao Cup. Everyone in the chat, let me know the order of rankings in terms of weight coefficient. So you've got the least weighted competition, and you're shaking your bum for that when it absolutely means nothing to us and the rest of the world. Is that what you're saying?
But as a fan, yeah, why do you care what your trophy means to other fans? Right? What that trophy means to us is everything. Yeah, it means everything. And look at Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle qualified for Champions League last season. It's great. It's great. This season, they might not even be in Europe. And then what we're going to say? So, like, the Champions League is this promised land that you just get to the Champions League and all of a sudden you're a top club and all these great players are going to sign for you and you're up there, yeah? Newcastle got there once and there's a good chance they'll miss out on Champions on even Conference League if they.
Yeah, but at least they got there, mate.
Yeah, but what has got what?
You might never see
they got them.
You might never play Barcelona. You might never play Real Madrid.
Listen, they could drop down to the Europa League. It's happened before. Barcelona have dropped down to Europa League.
Wow.
Anyway,
look, I'm different. I'm for the big boy prizes in the biggest competition.
But you're not for the big boy
prizes.
You're going to be doing this mediocrity playing in competitions that don't matter.
You're not for any prizes because you're a Spurs fan.
No one's even talking.
I got you right. Like, Dej, this is why I love you, right? Because it amazes me that it's not about trophies, but you act as if this is a club you support that wins trophies all the time. It's like we just sit there and go, we win those. It's not about any trophies with Spurs. It's not about big trophies, small trophies, little ones, little ones that come out of Kinder eggs. Tottenham don't win nada, brother. They don't win anything. So when you sit there and go, it's not really about trophies for me. I just want to compete in the Champions League.
No.
That's why you haven't won anything for these.
For me, it's about the big trophies, and what it is that I'm not going to buy into this lie and narrative. Football moved on when the Champions League expanded. This lie that the FA Cup still means something and the Carabao Cup still means something is a lie that you tell yourself in the mirror daily. It doesn't. We know that just because of the amount of money that's involved. The FA Cup final, you get 5 mil. Finishing fourth in the Prem, you get 40 mil.
You get 5
mil. It's about the money, baby. It's about the money.
Do you get 5 mil? Does it go in your pocket, Deji? Because
it's about money.
No, it's not. It's not. Why is it about money? What do you do with that money, Deji? You invest.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. You won the Europa Conference League, and you don't even think about it. You know why? Because it's not a respectable trophy to win. Had that been Champions League, you'd be wax lyrical, reminding us on a daily basis that you have Champions League winners. You don't even talk about the Europa Conference League because it's just a little side thing. That's all I'm saying, mate. I'm saying what you think. I'm saying what you feel.
There's a small part of me that wants Spurs to win like an FA Cup or Carabao Cup next season, just so I can see how you react. Just so I can see if you're sitting there going, yeah, no, you only get 5 mil. I'm not interested. Dusty trophy. Like, I would love to see it if you're not there at the parade.
Then you're just sitting there like, don't bother me. I wanted the Champions League.
The small part, obviously, I would rather.
I'll be like, okay.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, right. No, because he's gonna sit there and go, no, I thought about it, but yeah, this year it was.
Can I be real? Can I be real? And I don't want people to tell me it's because it's Liverpool. Forget that. Put that aside. Liverpool did the double. They did the double of the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. You don't hear them talking about it, mate. They don't even mention it. You know why? Because those two were worthless. If they'd won the Champions League and the Prem, that's a double.
No, but that's not. It's not a double.
Yeah, but that is a double though. That is a double. Carabao Cup and FA Cup is a double, but you just said it ain't a double. I wonder why that is.
It's true. No one cares about the money. No one cares.
I love this.
Who said that? Who said that?
Irons have said, Potts, if Arsenal win the league, are you thinking about how much money you make?
Yeah, but that's the league though. That's the league. If it's FA Cup final, Dan would rather be in the Champions League over the FA Cup all day long.
No way. Never.
Dan is here. Ask him.
That Dan. Sorry.
Then win the FA Cup. Be honest, Dan.
West Ham are going to take a trophy. I guess, Lawless, am I right? You take the FA Cup over coming fourth, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but Tottenham wouldn't do that because they
win.
But
Arsenal, Dan, you answer for your club. Answer for your club.
Oh, you're coming to me with that question.
Yeah,
I would usually always take trophy, but for where I am, I can't go back out of the Champions League for where Arsenal's stature are right now. So I'm gonna have to pick Champions League.
You hear that, Lawless?
No, but you know why? Do you know why? I don't
care about his reasoning.
No, because they was out of it for so long, they've only just got back in. If they were this team, that were in the Champions League, not in the Champions League, in the Champions League, not in the Champions League, they'd be like, yeah, this season, you know what? Yeah, I'll take FA, and they proceeded to not win anything. They'd be like, yeah, give us an FA Cup. Like if you took Arsenal all them years, when they were finishing fourth under Wenger, and winning nothing, before he won that FA Cup against Hull, was it? Was it Hull? It was Hull, wasn't it? Yeah, before that FA Cup against Hull, Arsenal fans would have said, I would take being out of the Champions League to win an FA Cup. Surely, Potts.
Yeah, would have, because we had 9 years without a trophy, so that's different. Now that we've won 14 FA Cups and we've won 4 in the last 8 years, I would rather go for the Champions League. Why? Because I feel like we've won it. Back then, Champion in the Champions League, we were never going to win it, man. We're in like West Ham's position. Let's be real.
If you was in Spurs' position, Potts, right, where you'd been
take a trophy all day long. Don't have to hear the question. I'd take a trophy all day long 100%. If I'm Tottenham. 100% I would, because Tottenham get bantered about not winning trophies.
Whatever trophy
says he doesn't care, but he does, man. If he won a trophy, he'd be running around his lounge, running around his living room with his Tottenham shirt on.
Can I just answer someone who's just commented in the chat?
Yeah, go on, man. What comment is it?
Somebody that's sitting in his underwear, bashing away at the keyboard, looking at the screen. He or she's name is Leave It Out. It says, Deji is a disgrace, by the way. Of course, we will take the trophy. Champions League football means nothing. Let me just tell you why I think the way that I do. Under Pochettino, we were making successive Champions League appearances. And in that period, because of that and the consistency, we became a Big Six. We were not a Big Six team before Poch. It was during that period where we made it. And actually, teams like Arsenal, like Chelsea, like United, City, feared Spurs, respected Spurs. And in that same space, Leave It Out, who would have thought that Tottenham would have got to the Champions League? But hold on, who would have thought we would have got to a Champions League final? Then we sold our soul to the devil. In the interest of trying to win any cup, no matter how dusty the cup is, we went and got Mourinho and Conte. And the football that we played was pretty much West Ham-like, yeah? West Ham football is what we played, and we fell off. Now we're trying to get ourselves back. So for me, it's better to have been in the Champions League and still aiming up than to lower up. Look, Man United won the Carabao Cup, and I have the audacity to tell you today they can't chat to me. They can't, and they know it because they're fully dusty. So what is the point of it then? If Spurs were to win the Carabao Cup and not get into Champions League football, what would be the point? Rubbish! Rubbish! If you're thinking that's football. Footballers are supposed to play at the highest level. That's what it's about. That's what we're there for. Not playing with Dynamo Zagreb. I want to be in bloody Madrid. No disrespect to Zagreb, but that's the truth. You want to play with the big boys. You want to see Barcelona in bloody London Stadium. You want to see Mbappe running down that bloody pitch and then getting a donut outside Stratford Station. That's what we all want to see.
Listen.
That's what you want. Or do you want to just be kicking ball with Stevenage? Come on, man.
Listen, if we win trophies every year, I'll take it. I would take it all day long, yeah. Stack the trophies, because in 50 years' time, no one's going to talk about when West Ham lost to Barcelona in the group stages of the Champions League, or when Spurs, like what your legacy is. Your legacy as a club is built on trophies. Your legacy is not playing in the Champions League. Oh yeah, like 30 years ago when Spurs played in the Champions League.
Can I ask you a question, Lawless? Would you respect Spurs more if we were to win 10 Carabao Cups in a row? No FAs, no Europa Leagues, no Europa Conference Leagues. We just win Carabaos. Would you respect us more?
I would respect you slightly more, because at the end of the day,
how can it be slight if we won 10 of them?
No, I would. Well, I would respect you slightly more. Like, obviously, the banter would be different, right? Because I can't banter you about trophies, right? I can't. That's gone. I have to respect you as a team that wins trophies. But then you would be called Carabao FC because that's all you win. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Carabao FC.
And let's not forget, by the way, because Irons got a good point. You had the most pathetic showing ever in the Champions League final. You want to talk about dusty. The most dustiest team to ever play in the Champions League.
So the handball
and you lured that
isn't a robbery, no?
Oh, no way.
So, Dan, I'll ask you the same question. If Tottenham win 10 Carabao Cups in a row, would you respect my club more?
Yeah, because we're a club that actually wins things.
Really?
Okay. It's just a fact.
Okay.
Why would I respect a team that goes into a Champions League?
Frankie says he wouldn't respect Spurs more. I think Frankie gets the point.
But I feel like if Frankie's an Arsenal fan, you could win the Champions League and a lot of Arsenal fans wouldn't respect you. But The end
No,
of the
but
day,
I
you
think
keep
if Spurs win
saying,
the Champions League, Arsenal fans respect Spurs. You do.
I think a lot of fans would say, no one respects Spurs. There it is. No one, no matter, because you're Spurs and your fan base. Like, it just, but you always say it's better to have loved and lost than to never love at all. Like, Spurs have never loved. Like, all you do is you go on dates and you never go all the way.
Bro,
That's what it is.
To love was to get to the, bro, to love was to get to the Champions League final. To never love the all
that's
is
love,
to
then what's winning it?
do what you guys are doing.
What's winning it? If love is to just get there and play in a game,
you've never danced. You've never danced with somebody. You want to just feel the heat with somebody. You remember that song? You can't even say you've done that, my brother. Because you ain't been with the big time.
What do you mean?